And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe.
Wow, we're like large and in charge.
Large and in charge. I have to shrink that in a second.
Please shrink me.
But before we get started, we just want to welcome everybody back. And what a miraculous Saturday we had.
Miracle League Saturday, absolutely.
But before we get to that, there's a lot of befores today.
That's
the befores. We have Jackie Birch on the set.
Evelyn Bermudez. We've got Connor
Mock. Her name.
We've got Salvation Army. We've got a lot of new surprise guests. It's Mystery Monday because we don't even know who's joining us on this show. We're talking health and wellness on the 1 o'clock hour. But before that, let's
roll the open.
It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Hey guys, welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe show. Today we have a really nice Mystery Monday. We got some producers on set. We're going to get Salvation Army on, hopefully. We're going to get MJ Procopio. And here's Dawn and Freddie with our interns on set.
And there you have it.
And there you have it. Oh, I'm on a much better size
Why are you
there.
looking at
Thank
me?
you. I'm not. I'm looking up there thinking, phew, you've resized me. I always feel like I'm in Alice in Wonderland. I'm like, whoop, must have eaten that big pill, and then I went, whoop, right back down. So thank you for shrinking me a little bit.
I sort of... Oh, look at Mr. Dillon.
Happy Monday, Dylan. Happy Monday, everyone. I was listening to the show the other day. I was listening to Friday's show. I want to make sure your mic and audio was clear because it was sounding very low on Friday's show. So I was sounding very large and in charge. You were sounding a little low, so make sure your audio is working. I should have told you that ahead of time.
Those gains down, I'm going.
It is a Mystery Monday. We had, what a spectacular week. Friday, we were here at the heart of Delray Gallery. It was the first event of the season. It was a sip and spirits, a wine tasting and spirits. Must have been 300 people here, Jackie Birch. So many people. There was the bar set up on the other side. Everyone had a little bit of champagne. I created my own drink, I just want you to know. A little bit of the cherry liqueur, and then I added the chocolate wine, and they said in one glass.
That actually sounds really good.
I said, yeah, it's like those chocolate-covered cherry candies, right?
Yeah,
And
it's
they looked at me, oh my
delicious.
gosh, it was delicious. But it was a great event here. We had a spectacular singer. Hopefully she's going to be joining us Friday when we're on location. Jasmine Alvarez. She was born blind, and she sings like an angel. She plays the piano. She sings. Truly an amazing young woman. So I'm hoping she joins us on Friday. But what a story she has. And her mom, and they're fixing all of that. And then Saturday we got to go to Miracle League. It was opening day. Dylan, thank you for joining us. Teddy and Ryan. We were at Miracle League opening day at the baseball stadium in Delray Beach. So they'll be joining us tomorrow. More to come with that. And
Pleasure.
I don't know what you're going to do over there, but Dinner on the Diamond is November 23rd. And we keep rolling and going. Our new media kit is out, so we're going to get that out to everybody. I'm going to be like the horse behind me. I'm going to put on those blinders. On
You have to do
over there. And I'm going to chit-chat with all of you guys while Freddie's doing what he's doing.
Here, hold on to that.
I'm going to hold on to this in the
Turn
meantime
away
also.
from it.
The more that you could just block it out, the better you get when you don't have to block it.
And see how that's going. It was working on Friday. I don't know what it's doing today. We've got Jackie Birch, who everybody knows with us. And we've got Ev Bermudez. We're giving her a little bit of a shorter name. And we've got Connor Mock with us, some of the new producers here at the cafe. You guys are brand new.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yes. Thank you for having us.
So tell us a little bit about what you do, Connor, what you're going to be adding to the cafe.
What I'll be adding to the cafe, I'm not too sure, honestly. I guess we're going to figure that out.
He's a man of everything, yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess I'll be doing whatever you guys need me to do.
We roll and we go. And Ev, you've been great, already instrumental in we're doing some graphic design.
Thank you. Yes, I'm doing some graphic design for the show. I'm minoring in graphic design, so that's the good thing about it. I do want to get more hands-on and see where I go.
You're in the right place.
Well, good. I just sent you 3 pages of hands-on that need to create another 3 pages with a whole nother price list. So we're going to be good on that. Because the media kit, you guys all know, you're actually all in school.
Mm-hmm.
It's rare that we have a lot of our producers that are in school. They happen to all still be in school.
Yes, we usually get them in, out, and everything in between.
Hector's out, Teddy's out, Dylan's still in school, I think.
No, Dylan, you're out. You're out, right?
I'm going back in March.
He's going back in March. Okay, he's out for now.
He's got to keep going.
Everything in between. Dylan.
Now, the funny thing is, in school, yeah, and I know you're talking about a broadcast class that you take, right?
Yes.
But this is a different aspect to that animal because this is going to show you what the real broadcast is. It isn't like the books.
Oh no, of course it is. Actually, it's not a broadcast class. It's like a radio class, and it's a bit outdated, but it's kind of getting us a hands-on. But this is more like advanced.
Why would they give you an outdated radio class?
Have no idea. I've been like trying to get like my like classmates to like petition and talk to the dean, but no one wants to
Yeah.
do that.
We were just discussing it, and I was like, look, well, even in my class, that's just a broad journalism class. We're doing the broadcasting now, and we're reading off of prompters, which is honestly really great. However, I was saying it's easier for the schools these days to just stick to politics, business, and news and do the most simple way that they could do it, master you in that. But I said to her, I was like, this is why they push internships.
I
you
don't
really-
understand though, because I know where you go to school. I know you got a hefty bill on your end. Even if you
I-
don't have a hefty bill, you're there to learn.
Yeah. And I was saying, I was like, you know what? Not for nothing. There is a bill involved in any school that you go to.
Right.
Yes, I have scholarships. Yes, I have this. Doesn't matter if I'm paying $1,000 or $100,000. Like, I'm still paying.
But why would they give you outdated classes?
I mean, I feel
What's outdated about it?
the software, like the professor was using Audition like from 2001, and we had
That's
to like
awful.
we had to like insist that we needed the new like Audition, and like most of the technology is already like outdated from like 2000. So I was just even like my classmates in
Oh
the
my gosh,
room.
it was like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
That's totally
exactly.
outdated.
Just about,
Even
yeah.
the book, even the book.
So quickly, it is so hard. Even my classes in school, even our sound boards, all of our lighting boards, like the schools just don't have the funding a lot of the time to get the newest tech.
I
So
feel
it's so hard
like
to
it's
separate.
not that. It's definitely the where the money is going. Because they're building, like, I go to FAU. They're building, like, new, like, buildings for, like, the student union and all this. And, like, the business building is, like, super updated and, like, the medical section and all that. But when it comes to, like, the arts, like, the creativity of it, they don't push that. So, like, even in the art building, it's, like, outdated. Like, they need better, like, stuff in there for, like, the art students. The classes or the schedules are horrible for like, especially like art student, journalist students. Like we're all complaining as
What are
students.
some of the things that you're learning in school? In
How
journalism?
to write, AP style. What else is there?
What year are you?
I'm in my senior year.
And you're still learning AP? I
Yeah.
learned my freshman year.
Well, your first 2 years are undergrad. Like
Yeah.
you're doing like basic education
Yeah.
stuff. So then it's not until your junior year that they give you like more your your major
Okay,
classes.
hold on, because you guys
that
are
is so
I
You
feel
guys are-
like we need to open a school is what I'm
you
feeling
guys are
like.
driving me nuts. Let me tell you, when you go to school to take up anything, they're gonna teach you basics. So they're gonna teach you radio 101, TV 101. They're not gonna teach you the latest and greatest technologies. This is something that you have to do.
Right.
You gotta find it. You gotta push it on yourself. When I went to NYU, I went as a pre-med, believe it or not. Goofy me. As a pre-med. And there were 3,000 kids in there, and they said, look to the left and the right because they won't be here when you finish this thing. They only take 120 students into the senior year class out of 3,000. They tell us right from the beginning, we're going to teach you how to boil water. You know how to boil water?
I can do that actually.
You can do that, right?
Yeah.
But the guys that went ahead did a whole 15-page document on how water boils. The fire, the flame, the apparatus, at what temperature, what time, how long, the atmospheric pressure.
And they became doctor,
And
right?
they became doctors. Me, I got the boot.
I would have written one sentence. You turn the stove on, you put the water on the pot, you cover the pot, and you wait.
And you wouldn't be the doctor.
No, I
Don't
would not
forget
be
the
a doctor.
water.
Well, that's the difference. So what they're teaching you is the very
basics.
basic.
Right.
That's actually true. I think that's also because people are so wrapped up in, oh, I want to be on TV. That's cool. But if you can't get through the groundwork and if you can't get through the part of the business that's boring, then why would you want to do it?
And it's a business, Jackie.
Yeah.
Exactly what
Yeah.
you said. You have to learn the ugly side of this stuff because there's another side where it's called work.
Well,
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
for the arts, it's really hard because a lot of the teachers, either they don't have the time or funding, or they don't want to get retrained on what's new.
Yeah.
That's true.
One of my teachers retired in the middle of my drafting class, CAD and AutoCAD, because he retired in the middle of the year. No other teacher wanted to get their certification. They couldn't find another teacher. It's now out of the curriculum.
Well, the bottom line is teachers retire because they can and they take jobs because they can. But this all comes down on you.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
are
yeah.
in charge of your
It's
future.
true, but like if you're going to school, you're paying like this absurd amount to at least be taught more like updated things.
At least be
you know?
pushed in the right
Yeah,
direction.
at least be pushed.
Ain't
like
happening.
you get to a point where you realize yourself, you're like, okay, like I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to write about business. Like it's either like I have to switch my major and do something else with my life, or I have to like figure it out for myself.
Well, here you go. I'm going to push you. I'd like to
yeah.
put the Gazette out by Friday. So I need some articles. I need some video.
Well,
push.
no,
I can't.
that's a good push. And I got another push.
We'll push you as much as you guys
So
really
much
push.
On Monday-
Teddy,
on Monday-
no, that's Teddy. She can't even keep her eyes open. She's like,
9 days in a row working until 1:30 in the morning. I don't know how she
is
even
that
made
what
it
you've
here
been
today.
doing?
Yeah.
9 days in a row?
9 days in a row
They
until
come back
1:30 in
tonight.
the morning.
It's very exciting. The rest of my bar comes back
Now-
tonight.
Wait, what did she do?
Well, push. What she does. What doesn't she do? Is what's a better
Yeah, that's what it is.
Now, on Monday night at 6 o'clock on WNN 1470 95.3 FM, you guys are going to put up a show. Jackie Burge is going to lead the charge because she's done it before. And all the producers are invited to come down to the radio station, and you're going to see the latest and greatest in radio. You're going to see it all there. And in 27 minutes later, you're going to say, that's it? Because this is what happens.
That's so true. And I remember when I was doing the production of it, I'm really fortunate because I was never a technical person. My mom laughed at me when I told her I was doing production. She said, I'm very happy for you, but I don't know how you're going to do it, but I know you'll find a way. And it's just so different when you're on camera. I remember I was driving to the studio, and I mean, I've done it so many times, but it was like the fact that it was being called Jackie Birchall, advertised as me. I'm sitting there shaking, and like I'm really warm, and I got there and I'm talking, and all of a sudden Ken knocks on the window and he's 2 minutes, and I'm like, oh, all this
All done.
for a conversation with myself.
Yeah, but what you
Yeah.
were able to do without a phone, we didn't even know if you were showing up.
Oh my God, that
right.
was
You had
so
lost
bad.
your phone. We couldn't text you. We couldn't find you.
It was so
You
bad.
didn't even interview anyone. You
Yeah.
sat there with the presence of mind for 27 minutes.
I had a
talked
conversation.
And had a conversation with yourself.
Well, yeah, I came home, I said to my boyfriend, I said, Andres, I feel like I went on a date with myself, and I might
How'd you
just
like
be
it?
in love. She agreed with everything I had to say.
But that's
Self-love.
that's the hardest thing to do. Let me tell you, there's
Yeah.
a difference between television and radio.
Yeah.
Worlds apart. Because on radio, you have to vocalize correctly. You have to be able to sell your voice. Your ups, your downs, your sideways, everything is on your delivery because there's no cameras. When you're on TV, you gotta look the part. You gotta sound and look intelligent. You also have to be camera ready because the cameras never lie. So you have it way harder doing this kind of production than just radio.
But that's what's so cool. And I told her, I was like, you know, I felt almost the same way because I am a very hands-on person. I like to just be thrown in. I can't really take baby steps and learn fast. I said, you're going to learn more here than you did probably your whole time in college.
Well, that's what
Just
Nicole
because,
said, right?
yeah.
My dad and I
Definitely.
You have a mic? Let's get Nicole a mic. Well, your mom told us that you learned so much here, which thanks to mom.
I did, yeah. And I even like chatted with my dad about it. And I said, honestly, like I interned up in Tampa, but like I was never this hands-on. Like
Yeah.
you guys threw me in the first day.
I didn't know
And
if you
my
were coming back
Yeah, and my
after
first,
the first day.
yeah,
At-
and my first day like there, all they did was, okay, you're just gonna like do paper stuff. You're gonna learn this, and you're just gonna like watch how we do it.
Because in bigger businesses, they think that they're doing you the favor. Which in a way they are. They're giving you the opportunity to see everything, but you're doing it for knowledge. You're doing it to understand something more. You're not doing it to get coffee and just be like, oh, I saw at ESPN interviews go on. That's one way. But when I came here, I'm more comfortable in the other aspects of my life, having a conversation with somebody, putting myself out there, negotiating, networking, everything. It ties into every single part of life. I know how to use my voice more. I know how to not overtalk. I know how to just be quiet and listen. And a year ago, I would not stop talking. If you gave me $100, I would have been like, but I have one more thing to say. And now, I'll take the 100 and I'll show you.
Well, actually, Nicole, speaking of that, maybe next week we can set up a remote at the restaurant.
Yes, which one?
Pick one.
Your mother
What about
says
your
hi, by
dad's?
the way.
Seminole.
Not Seminole, your dad's.
My dad's? Okay, yeah. Let me talk with him and see what's going on with them next week. Because I know they just had a bunch of catering going on, and they do it throughout the week as well. So I'll see where they're at next week with.
See, next week or the following week. Yeah, you know, it's Yom Kippur. Those catering bills are going up.
Well,
we're not eating for a few hours.
Well, the funny thing is that you guys don't notice, but there is always change. Like I've noticed Jackie's change. I know Animator has changed. I know Hector's changed.
Yeah.
I know that even Dylan, wherever the hell he is, he's changed. It changes you because one thing is to learn from a book, and another thing is to do. And then you have to develop how to sell yourself.
Yes, exactly.
So it's all a patient thing. So they're not going to teach you the latest and greatest. You have to do that. You have to create the greatest. You have to put it out there to learn the other programs and levels. This stuff that you see around us started with cams and a laptop. And then we went to radio. And then we had to figure out how to make it so it's not Chinese, so that you talk and then 5 seconds later it comes out.
Every day we would walk into the studio and Freddie would have the equipment, the encoder, and whatever else you had. He'd walk in, he'd set it up, and we'd break it down every single show.
Every day.
Can you imagine?
It was exhausting. But
so
we were at
crazy.
the iHeart stations, and they bought into it. Except iHeart got sold for the 200th time, and they bought into it. And now we're talking about another radio station. We're talking about putting in TV studios as well. I mean, this is an ongoing process because television is changing.
And I think what's so cool about it is what we put out there is for forever. So what I learned is through watching myself. And every single time I'd be on the air, every single time I'd have a show, I'd watch it and I'd say, I really don't like that I did that. That's really making me uncomfortable. I know I could have done that better. And I just studied it. And I'm only going to put out what I can put out. And that's the best version of myself. I'm not going to be Dawn right now. I'm just not. It's not.
You're not
I
supposed
just
to
started
be.
You
right.
have to be your authentic
And-
You're
self.
supposed to be. Yeah.
Exactly. And so I learned that because I was such a perfectionist and I thought, you know what, I can be just the best after my first show. And it's not possible. And I remember I listened to podcasts all the time, but Dax Shepard, he's an actor, my favorite guy ever. He had Mila Kunis on the show, and she said she never watched a single show of that 70s show because she considered the acting a hobby, and she didn't want to get insecure about a hobby that she genuinely enjoyed. And after I heard that, I was like, but that's so crazy, but didn't you want to critique yourself? But why would you if you're just enjoying it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I only watch our shows without audio.
Oh,
True.
that's a good idea.
Ever watch? Do you try watching our show without audio and
I
try and
can't
figure
stop.
out what we're talking about
I
based
can't
on my
stop
hand
laughing.
movements?
Some of the things that go on in here, I can't stop laughing.
Because I'll be watching it and I'm like this, and you're like this, and you got the wand, and we're talking about this, and what could we possibly be talking about that our hands are going in synchronicity about who knows what? So you try watching our show without audio.
I watch it upside down. I watch it every which way. You know, streaming was created. Unlike television, as a controlled substance. Controlled substance, not drugs. I mean, controlled substance that they control what you're going to be watching. That's television. Streaming was created so there is no control. So that if that falls and the light falls and this doesn't work, that's what streaming was meant to be. It's supposed to be live,
Natural.
natural, with all the flubs, no
Genuine.
do-overs.
And that's how people are these days. They want to see people being authentic and
So
shows
everyone
being
says
authentic.
that.
It's just so true.
Mm-hmm.
It's just better
so
when
true.
you hear on radio like a conversation instead of like something that's script. Like it makes you like I listen to podcasts in the morning a lot, and it's something I enjoy. But like when I'm like listening to them, it's like I'm in that room, like they're having this genuine conversation, and I'm learning what they're saying, and I'm absorbing it, and like that's just like the nature of it. And like they're just authentic. They're true to themselves. They're genuine, and like that's the way it has to be.
Especially, I love listening to podcasts, and you guys do a great job at this. Just when you guys are talking and you just can't even contain your laugh. I say to my boyfriend, I'm like, SNL, that's the best when the characters break their character because it shows you're real. It shows that it is really freaking funny. Like you're gonna really
laugh.
enjoy it.
You'll start laughing
And
with them.
Freddie's always crying his eyes out. Dawn's gotta keep it together, but.
The funny thing,
It's real.
The funny thing is that you have too much fun, and people says you don't go to work.
No.
You have too much
It's a
fun.
hobby. Let's go to commercial break. I'm going to give Nicole some runway.
Nicole, you know how to go to commercial break?
When we come back, more with our new
We'll figure it
producers,
out.
see what's going on a Mystery Monday because we had some guests and they left. So, and your son's not here.
My son's
so you
having-
talk about a mystery.
He's having a corporate meeting.
This should be a mystery to us as
meeting.
well. I think our phone lines are open. 888-994-4995. Give us a call. Stay tuned, and we will be
Right
you
back.
Ready, girls? Right back. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power. A platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions. A voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
I got Freddie's bell because Freddie is in a meeting right now with his son, Freddie Jr. I am here with new intern Elle and
Ev.
Ev.
Ev. See, it's Monday.
It's a learning process.
It is a learning
It's
process.
hard to
Get through it.
pronounce.
But basically, that ties into it because we're talking about how we're learning more, how we can learn more effectively, how we can just take what we know and what we're going to know and tailor it into the real world.
Yes.
What hacks have you learned, Jackie, in a year? You know, I was looking at all these
Oh my
time hops
God.
we have, and we met Jackie. We tell the story all the time. We were at Lynn University for a job fair, and Jackie comes up to us and says, I know you and I know your show, and she probably made that all up. I've researched you, which I'm sure she didn't, but you need me on your show. And we went, all right, we need you. Why? And she said, you'll see. So Freddie called her bluff and said, we'll see you tomorrow. We put her on, or Friday, we'll see you on air 6 o'clock. You're doing the show. And she
Yes.
showed up.
It's that confidence.
But she showed up.
It is. And I was talking to one of my favorite professors at Lynn University. She's just the best. I mean, she made me comfortable at Lynn, whatever. So she was asking me, how do you like it? And how is it your second year? And I said, to be completely honest, I'm really not a school person. I've never really been a school person. I would rather work. I would rather do everything else. I think it takes up too much time when I could be working. But I think that what I've learned is time management. I think I've learned how to communicate better with people, how to read people better, because this business is all about knowing how to communicate with people. Because I can say something to Freddie that maybe offend you. You know, you have to learn how to, the time and place. There's a time and place for everything. My mom, I grew up on that saying, but it's the truest thing ever.
And we talked about that, right? We talked about what you learn.
Right.
And Freddie says, tell me the truth and I'll lie for you. Now, we don't lie, but just have a conversation with us.
Yeah.
And just like Teddy said to you, what we do is not life or death, thankfully. If a camera goes off a couple seconds late on our show, it's fine. On another show, not so fine. But on us, this is why you guys learn it here before we send you out anywhere. But like last year, we had to have the conversation. We didn't have it for months, right? And we finally had it. And then you realize, once you, all of this anticipation before you have the conversation, and Jay Farrow always says it says uncomfortable conversations. But if you have those uncomfortable conversations when you're the most uncomfortable, you realize
You grow.
it's not such a big deal.
But that's the whole thing. In order to grow, you have to step outside of your comfort zone and get uncomfortable and feel weird and feel like you're saying the wrong things.
Exactly.
To recognize I didn't say the wrong things. That was what was needed to say. I always use this example because everybody can relate. When you're dating someone new or when you're dating someone for a while and they do something that upsets you and you don't want to upset them and you don't want to make a big deal, that's an uncomfortable situation, but you see that relationship grow even more.
Really had like this uncomfortable situation. Last I checked, we've been on air the past 3.5 years from 12 to 2, but my partner seems to be holding a meeting on the other side of the studio. And he's not even listening to me. Episode 12,101. We do air from 12 to 2 live.
Well, we like to switch everything up on the Brooklyn Cafe every day.
But I'm really glad we've got new producers. We've got Ev with
Yes.
us, and she's doing some great graphic design. Connor, you see, we had a client today that we were supposed to do a commercial for, and they never came. So we can only offer what we can offer, but we've got a lot more coming up. This Thursday, we're on location at Barrel of Monks. Have you been?
No.
Any of you guys ever been to Barrel of Monks?
Where is that?
It is in Boca on Rogers Circle, right near Lynn University.
Okay.
We're on location there Thursday. Do some beer tasting. It's Travel Thursday, so I think we need to add a beer flight to it.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
know. I'm hoping you're all 21 who are going to be drinking with us. And then on Friday, we're going to our new North Miami satellite facility. Just to clarify again, we are not leaving the heart of Delray Gallery. This is our home. But there are people in Miami that can't get up here a lot. So we're heading down to North Miami to Don Pablo Coffee Roaster Studio, and they produce all of our coffee. We're going to be there. I think Jesse Campos is going to be singing for us.
Jesse Campos.
I'm hoping that...
Jesse Campos.
How was the meeting?
I'm gonna tell you something. My son is a freaking genius. That's Freddie. He's genius.
Yeah, I know that's Freddie.
They have some people in the community that have come by to check us out. We got a marketer in there. We have a young lady over there that does 2 things, but I'm not gonna say nothing until we meet with her.
Okay.
We may be doing some remotes from her office, and we have a market over there in the office. We got all sorts of stuff going on around.
Freddie, I like your little square, pocket square.
Very
Of course she did. Nice job, Valerie.
A little personal
Nice
pink.
little pocket square. And on Friday, we'll be in our North Miami studio. We'll be opening that up. I think Jasmine might be
You
joining
talked
us,
about
Jesse Alvarez.
Monks?
We
Monks?
talked about Barrel of Monks. And Friday, and then going forward, I don't know what we got going forward.
Now
but
Friday,
we keep going.
I just got to make an announcement. We are not switching studios. This is going to be an affiliated studio in Miami. Sandra Torres, stop yelling at me.
I was thinking she should move her meeting down there.
Why don't you move the meeting down there? There's 14,000 square foot of studio down there. This place is humongous.
I was thinking she should take her United Latinas and move the address down to Miami is what I was thinking.
And Mama Ali, wake up.
Mama
because
Ali.
I want you to come down as well.
I don't think she's ever sleeping.
Yeah, she's sleepy. She says, I'm sleeping. What do you want? I says, get down here.
But even when she's sleeping, she's answering to you. Mama Ali is always on. Always on.
And she always got something to say. She's like Muhammad Ali with a dress. Remember you guys got to see Muhammad Ali in the day or no?
No.
No.
You know who Muhammad Ali is?
Yes.
Don't say no because I'll run out of here like my ass fire. You know
Oh,
who
no.
Muhammad Ali is?
Yes.
The greatest of all time.
The greatest of all time. That's right.
So
and
who
she
was
taught
he?
him.
Just kidding.
And she taught him everything that, except for fighting, she taught him all the other stuff. But anyway, this thing on Friday, I'm very excited about because it's a dream of mine that I've chased for many, many years. Fuego, which is our Latino-based magazine of the Gazette, is going to have Latin singers. Jessie lost her dad a couple of weeks ago, and she wants to do a tribute in music to him. JoJo may have a surprise for us. Maybe Marilyn and Sammy Davis.
It's a good day to be you. I'm thinking all the loving you're going to get from Marilyn
I love it.
and Jesse.
And if what?
Yes.
Yeah, looking like. Well, you remember Marilyn? She gave me a big kiss on my forehead. I kept it on for 3 weeks.
Get
And
extra
Sammy
face.
was at Anchor Inn. Were you at Anchor Inn? Freddie was at Anchor Inn because Wayne was there from Dignity.
Yes.
He coming back. You never met Marilyn though, right? Marilyn Monroe. You gotta be there, snooker on Friday. You don't want to miss this.
Camille,
it's-
she loves you.
It is a fantastic tribute. It's gonna open up the Latino base in Miami. It's gonna open up some new venues for us down there as well. Again, Don Pablo Studios, which is our coffee brand. Gentleman who put our coffee
Off of
together.
189th Street in Miami, so we're going to be going down there. And Wednesday we're not in studio, so we got to push it out today and tomorrow is all I can tell you.
What are
while
you doing
we're still
Wednesday?
here.
You going to Temple?
Wednesday I'm going to Temple, yes.
I'm gonna go to Temple too.
I just want you to know, Wednesday is the holiest day of the year
Your mother told me.
for the Jewish people.
I have something to say, and I know we don't talk about religion and everything, but another thing that
You
I've
going to
learned.
Temple?
No, but one thing that I've learned about myself, especially coming down here, is I was raised Catholic, but it was really interesting. I'm like, oh my God, there's so much in the world. It's like there's people next to me is a different religion, and that's so interesting. So I think it's really cool.
So I was at the doctor's office this morning. You want to talk about a depressing Monday morning? Started at the doctor's office with CNN. And then every commercial while you're watching about CNN and all that's going on in our reality world is about medication,
Yep.
a drug reaction, mental illness,
Gone.
the side effects of the
Kansas
medication. And I'm,
Police brutality.
It's 8:40 in the
Yeah.
morning,
If
and
I
I
may-
said, "This is the most depressing Monday morning
If I
I
may
think I've ever had."
interject.
That's
Yes.
why, like,
He's going to interject.
Interject, yes,
If I may
Hector.
interject, I'd like to point out that in every other country in the world, it is illegal for pharmaceuticals to advertise on television.
Is it really?
yes, it is. This
Yeah.
is
That's
our only
insane.
country that they're able to do that.
Really?
That's
Yes.
so crazy.
But I mean, there's just like a lot.
Well,
I don't
think
want to
it's just
say on
because
the
there's
air.
So many. There's
I
so
rather-
many people
Thank you.
in this country.
It's
I-
just like
I rather-
it's just a lot of FDA, like
I'd
you
rather
know,
watch the commercials
pharmaceuticals.
for that nonsense because it's so funny at the end of the commercial.
It's just like be aware for like
You can die.
yeah,
Yeah.
practically like you can
will,
die.
You will bleed rectally.
Like-
Your eyeballs will fall out.
Don't operate a vehicle because you'll steer off the road.
Right.
Your nose will come
doctor-
off.
like
your
it'll help
face.
for your headache, but like you might bleed
You
out.
won't have a headache, because you'll be dead. But anyway, you won't have a headache. So
No,
we did our
it's
There's
job.
400 things that it can
And
do
don't
to
take
you.
if you,
You
have
know
a
what I-
reaction too. How do
But
you
it's
know you
good
have
for
a
you.
reaction unless you took it?
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
the best.
I really wonder, especially with the news, is like how come they don't promote more like actual like health, like natural health remedies,
Like holistic?
or like or like you know in our school system, like instead of like. Let me give you a better example. Like, why don't they promote like yoga or like more things that endorse like
There's no money in it.
brain,
You know what we
Yeah.
should do?
like more than meditation
Connor,
or
we're
something
gonna
like
give
that.
you guys your first assignment.
Yeah?
Why don't we monetize it and you'll see it explode everywhere.
Well,
There's
that's
no
why
money.
that's why I
Just go
want to
with
do
those
your
max
first segment.
skyrocketing price.
Let's put a commercial together. We do a lot of health and alternative healing here, and our 1 o'clock hour is going to be on that. put a segment together. I'm thinking like an SNL kind of thing on what we should do and how we monetize it.
I have an SNL.
But we do monetize
I
it.
have the perfect pills for migraines.
I'm afraid that's going to be like the Dawn pill or something.
I'm gonna bottle it. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is?
Is that salt?
This is underarm deodorant.
Underarm.
Oh my God! What?
Underarm deodorant.
What does it have?
Not look
Lavender?
good.
Do you know what this is though?
Is that?
Essential
Deodorant.
This
oils.
is a true story, ladies.
Is it
Do you know what
essential-
this is? This is
is holistic
underarm deodorant. It is made of
Baking soda.
Magnesia.
milk of magnesia.
Oh, yeah.
So you smell like milk?
No, they put
Can I smell it?
yes,
I love her.
they put stuff in it, but milk of
You can
magnesia
add essential oil
will
to
help you not sweat, and you can drink it if you have a stomachache.
Yes, you get.
Oh, wow.
Let me drink.
Oh, I don't think
it. And it doesn't
Ew.
clog your lymph nodes. It has
That
no
doesn't even smell like
carcinogenics.
anything.
It is a
It does not.
holistic remedy that
We
you
can
were
add
talking
this too, and
about.
then we can smell like
I'm
this.
all congested.
What the hell is that? That smells like
Yeah,
a wet
it-
sponge.
It's got nothing.
This
What
is
is
the
that?
essential oil. This lavender.
That stinks.
You know, lavender is
Really
really
well.
good if you put it here in your temples. It reveals like headaches and all that.
I have the
Peppermint
perfect,
does that too.
the
Sorry.
perfect solution to removing a migraine, but it's a one-time solution.
Again,
I
I'm
will
afraid
put
what he's going to
I
say.
will put a 38 caliber inside.
Oh, stop. We don't talk about that either.
No, but we can talk about it.
It doesn't smell like
And
anything.
it will-
No, yeah, it doesn't have a smell.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, put it on. See if it, no, don't
Dawn's
put it on.
morning
No,
routine.
never mind, because with your luck, you would get all rashy. Then I gotta look at it.
For my luck, I'd have to leave the set and drive myself to the hospital for
Yeah,
an
that's happened
anaphylactic
too.
But you know, you can put on your underarms, and if you have a stomachache, you can lick your underarms. It's really great
And you
stuff.
work on your
lovely.
flexibility.
2 in 1.
2 in 1. It has
Like-
multiple services.
So why don't we put a commercial together monetizing holistic alternatives? Something like that. We can put it all together. Do like a funny skit or something.
Yeah.
Bring your sister. She can do set design. You can shoot it. And
I-
however y'all want to work it, Jackie can do her Jackie Birch. And Ev can do it in Spanish so we can do the bilingual side.
We always wanted to do skits.
You're
I
bilingual.
know you guys.
I
You
am
always
bilingual,
I know
but
you
I am. I'm fluent in Spanish, but like, you know, my Spanish is like the gringa version.
It's Spanglish.
It's like
Yeah.
French.
No. Like I can speak it, but like since I was little, I can't pronounce my like R's. Like I can't like roll them. Yeah, no, but like I can't roll them.
You
Like
have
if
to learn to roll.
I've been trying. I've been like putting like a pen in my mouth,
Don't
and
do
like
that.
I'm taking like advanced Spanish classes. I mean, I can write
Don't
it, I
hurt
can read
yourself.
it, but
Hector,
So,
can you roll your R's?
it's just like the rolling the R's. Like I can't do it.
You can't. Hector, can you roll your R's?
Do
We
I
can get
have
creative
Like
with
say
the
like
scriptwriting.
carro.
Speak
Like I
Spanish?
can't say it right.
So how would you want to roll your R's?
When I talk to my Spanish friends.
Ah, she
Hector,
does
do
speak
you roll
Spanish.
your R's? No.
No.
You got roll.
My mom says all the time, she goes, because I love the Spanish language. I don't know what it is about it. I have always had such an infatuation with the culture, everything. My mom says, I don't know where you came from because we're German and Irish, and you were 2 years old starting to talk, going, Mommy, I'm really hungry. I'm really hungry. Like,
Well, then you know you roll.
Oh, you know
I
how to
got
roll
it.
them.
I'm like, see, I was Spanish in another life.
I really thought you were
Partially.
Italian. All right,
I even thought you were Spanish. You have like a little like
Oh, I love her.
put in like a flamenco skirt.
like
and
a
let her
little
dance.
look to you. I was like, where could she be from? But
Now, new
I don't
girl-
even look that
new
Spanish.
Girl, you don't look
God.
Spanish.
Asian.
New girl says she doesn't speak Spanish, but she speaks Spanish to her Spanish friends. So what is it? Yes or no?
She says
That's a
hola
yeah.
here and there.
Speak
She
Spanish?
says hola.
Hola, como
No.
She says she
estás?
speaks Spanish to her friends. You speak
No, I
Spanish?
tried to. I was really
there it
bad in
is.
Spanish class.
That's the truth.
There it is.
Do you know, I took Spanish in high school. Mr. Katz was his name. He was a Jewish gentleman. I got an F.
I took French.
Maybe
I
you
got
just
an A.
weren't good.
You want to realize how I got through school?
Maybe he was like,
Good
you're,
looks.
you just know Spanish. What are you doing here?
I think we should take a commercial break.
No, let's evaluate that. So you got through school with looks?
Pretty much.
Her looks and her impeccable charm. Look at her now. She's on the radio. Doesn't
Hey,
come from
being
just
pretty is a privilege.
Were you pretty in high school?
I guess you
Or
gotta
were
ask
you
somebody.
pretty ugly in high school? Which is it? You were pretty in high school?
I look like I look just in high school.
You
I
look like you
this,
look?
Yeah, I feel like
I
you
was
just don't
18.
age.
Like your
Yeah.
daughter? You ever seen her and her daughter when they
I
were
have,
next to
I've
each other?
seen a
They look the
picture.
Yes,
same.
but I remember
Yeah.
it was the 80s. It was Madonna. It was
Oh, I
big
love
hair.
it.
It was a lot of
I
makeup.
love
It was
that.
like
Love
lace
it.
I've
socks.
seen
and
The
it.
80s were my
I've seen
thing. I wish I was
pictures of
born
it
in that
again.
era.
But even when I first started here, and I kid you not, like I am not up talking you in any way, I thought you were 35.
Oh, I love her.
I really did. And I remember I called my
That's-
mom. I was like, Mom, she's 35. And she's got this older guy sitting next to her. I'm just kidding. I didn't say that.
Now you
old
want to
fart.
go to commercial?
I'm making you younger. No. But do you know, we don't know how old Dawn is.
Dawn is 29.
Okay, she doesn't have a birth certificate. They can't find
What?
it. They had to recreate one, you told me, yes?
Dawn is 52.
No, she's not. She says she
I may
is.
be 53.
If you ask her parents, they'll tell you, well, she came after we were married, but that isn't necessarily true.
Yeah, that's a whole
Dawn,
other
do you
issue.
do anything? Because, like, I want to age like you. Like, do you put anything on
Holistic
your face?
approaches. The
What is
deodorant.
that?
Well, yeah.
Like, what is the face mask
What do you
secret?
do for
Don,
know
did you
what?
secretly crash on an alien from an alien ship?
Yes. Genji and I have secretly crashed from the ship of the Palladians.
The secret life of Dawn. Why don't you elaborate how you maintain such a girlish look?
You know what? That's going to be a whole segment Genji and I are going to do because the girl texts that go on the facial mask and the lights and all the things that we do, that's a whole behind the scenes. You should
It's
have
the
seen me
crunchy
yesterday.
makeup.
Yesterday, my husband looks at me and he says, "That's a picture." I said, "No, this is not a picture." There was a bathing suit all day, my glasses, my phone, the computer. It was a whole day of work mode. Not like this mode.
Yeah, but we don't know what that looks like.
It's
All
a
we
good-
know is you come to
Exactly.
studio looking
And we
the
will
way you
never
look.
see.
And do you know when I met Dawn 4 years ago, she looked
7.
she looked the same. This woman never ages ever. And there are a few people in the movie businesses that never age for whatever reason. They
Yeah,
just
it's
don't
really
age.
weird. These genetics, I'm kind of upset about it.
And your daughter's just like you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
You
saw a
and
picture of
her?
you guys at the hockey game. You could pass as sisters.
Oh, thank you.
They have mistakenly said you two are sisters.
You
Which
should just go with it.
yeah, but no,
I
but
go with
it's
it.
your
Do
daughter.
Do you know what they're doing now with, like,
Yes.
aging?
Yes.
Wait,
Yes.
what are they doing?
My
I don't know.
my
aging
son
what?
Freddie did that. They age you.
No. Like,
Oh.
I think it's like a celebrity. Someone talked about it, like J-Lo or something, where, like, she gets, like, injections of like, someone's, like, youthful, like, blood injected in her.
Well, that
Oh
could
my
kill you.
So they do.
God.
So what you're
That-
saying is
No,
they
like,
do,
they have to, obviously, they
It's
have
a-
to do a process.
so what
to
they
it.
do
then
is the
again,
thing.
it's just-
Really?
Oh yeah, I've heard of it. It's called the Bathory treatment.
Yeah.
But then again, it's just it's
Is
like
that for real?
what?
Oh yeah,
No
say,
one's
oh
ever
yeah, discovered.
satisfied.
Back in
Oh yeah, discovered a few
I think
hundred
she
years
just
ago
doesn't
by,
want to
by
age.
think
an
she
old
just-
British Duchess who
that's
went
awful.
had younger
Wait,
women
tell us
kids.
about
in it.
this.
Awful.
Oh, it's named. Well, first off, I was kidding. I don't actually know what it's called, and B, just making a reference to the.
You made that whole thing up?
Yes. Am I the only
Oh,
one?
and I agree
Am
to
I
it.
the only?
Wow.
I cannot be.
I don't even know the name of it. So.
Am I the only one? Am I the only one who knows who Countess Bathory was?
Yes. I knew where you were going with this. Right now, zoom.
It is
Dawn
Halloween.
got through everything
Um,
with good looks. Now she's smart.
Another note. Happy
Sorry not to
Halloween.
get through with my looks,
Yeah.
but I'm bummed.
That's hilarious.
But anyway, speaking of aging, I went to see the new movie with Judy Garland over the weekend. Do you have any idea how old she was when she passed away?
Yes, and do you know the story about Judy Garland
Have you
before you saw the movie? When
No.
Wizard of Oz came out, was it the Wizard of Oz? Yes. And they had a whole documentary on her, and then 60 Minutes blew it up out of the very tough childhood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't
remember
realize
hearing
how
that.
young she was when she passed away because they had her look, Renee Zellweger was spectacular doing the movie. They had her looking like she was in her 60s, just on her wrinkles and everything, but such a tough life. She was only in her 40s when she passed away,
Oh, wow.
which is real. I had no idea.
What's she dying of?
Who is Judy? Sorry.
Judy Garland?
Judy
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz.
The original Dorothy from The
Oh.
Wizard of Oz.
I'm
I
really
used
bad
to
with
have
names.
that movie on replay.
And Liza Minnelli's mother.
Yes.
And Lorna
Liza
Love's mother.
Minnelli is a couple of French fries
Yeah.
short of a Happy Meal as well.
But
because
she
that
was
goes
young
on.
when she lost her mom. Like, you don't realize how young all of this happened. What Hollywood did to her was just
Oh,
horrible.
it's insane. There are multiple like YouTube documentaries you can find and just.
What
it's
happened?
insane.
I'm so
It's
intrigued.
insane.
Yeah, me
Go see the
too.
movie.
Because I grew up watching The Wizard of Oz. My mom
Same.
told me
Did
that. Oh my God, yeah. I was Dorothy for like years and years in a row for Halloween.
Okay, I got a question for you.
I gotta click my heels to get out of here.
God help us. Do you know who Lou Gehrig is?
Yes.
Do you know who Lou Gehrig is?
No.
Over here.
Yes.
You do.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Just saying. Because do you know who Lou Gehrig is?
What he said.
Baseball player.
Yeah.
It's
See,
funny.
I know.
Sometimes I talk to people and they don't realize some of the things. So do you know Lou Gehrig died because he played with felines, with cats in the alleys and stuff, and there's Lou Gehrig disease.
That's from playing with cats.
Okay, I've heard
Which
of it
is
now.
MS.
I thought it was a form of muscular disorder.
Yes, MS.
I didn't know it was from cats though.
This is what they used to call it in the day, was that he played with cats and they called it Lou Gehrig disease. It might have changed.
It's a
I don't know.
horrible disease.
It is. But I was talking to somebody the other day in here and they said, who's Lou Gehrig? What's the cat disease?
Lou Gehrig's disease.
And sometimes it just reminds me that you have to sort of be careful about what you talk to younger crowds. So it just makes me feel real old now.
All right, MJ's bringing me the Fountain of Youth serum today. I got the okay.
What do you
to
got,
use it.
tequila?
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
We should get a bottle of that actually.
Where's this fountain?
Do you know if you eat the worm in a bottle of tequila, you live forever?
That's true.
Yeah,
you,
'cause
you do live forever.
Look at
I've heard
Connor.
that.
How many times have you done it?
He's 96 years old.
No, yeah, of course.
But
I need to go back and think about like how many times I've done it because it's just been so long. That
Do you
I've
remember our
lived on this
intern
earth.
Reed?
Maybe
One
he
of
has
our
the
first
Benjamin.
interns. He reminds you of
reminds
Reed,
you of
right? It's been a
Gigantor.
long time, but it's been like 2 years since Reed's been
You
with
remember
us.
Reed? I don't think you remember.
No.
Reed.
It was before Jackie. I think he was even before Hector.
Yeah, maybe.
But yes, MJ has the Fountain of Youth, and MJ grows this product. I can't wait to really talk about it on air because I even got the okay from my doctor to use it. Look at her face. You don't want me to, okay? She's like,
Everyone's getting
Not
more
too
excited now
promising.
the tequila's out.
She didn't get the memo. He's not calling it. No.
No, your product.
She knows what you're talking about.
No, we have somebody else, I think, calling in. Maybe at the one, right? Your guest is calling in maybe on the 1 o'clock hour?
Yes, Stephen, I just saw that he replied.
Okay.
Is he calling in?
I don't know, I have to look.
She's got to look at the reply.
Fountain of Youth.
The Fountain of Youth. It's a lot of what we do. But we've got a lot for you guys to work on, but I think that'd be a really cool kind of segment to put together, a holistic commercial. But do a fun commercial. However you want to create it. Let's put it forward and see how it goes.
Have some fun with it.
Right?
Yeah.
I was thinking.
That's what you guys are
I'm
all
thinking.
about.
My mind right now is like creativity. Like, where are you?
The cogs are turning.
That's so cool. I just started reading a Times Magazine thing that came out on July 4th, and I was picking up ice to go for my July 4th party, and it was $14, the magazine. I was really bummed out.
She went for a bag of ice for $1, and she bought a magazine for $14.
Yeah.
Do you got anybody
But
who
it's
know
on
Mark
creativity.
Costa?
Mark Costa?
Mark Costa?
Why would he say?
Sounds familiar.
I think he knows you.
Everyone.
Somebody's writing there. People writing in and stuff. We're gonna answer them when we come back.
Wait, who knows who?
I don't know. That's something in there. I gotta read.
So tell us about the magazine, Jackie.
It's just on creativity. So I'm very into psychology, and it's on the psychology of creativity and why some people feel they're more creative than others, but where creativity lies in the brain, the importance of sleep, the importance of food, the importance of being alone and thinking. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and awareness.
And
all
yeah.
that.
Are you better off not being aware that you think you have more creativity and you just do it?
No.
No.
You have to be aware.
You know what? I think that it
Really?
depends. I think it depends on everybody because.
But what happens if you're not? Is there something wrong with you?
No, everyone is different in
Right.
like their aspects of creativity.
Yeah.
I'm reading a book called The Artist's Way, and she speaks on like creativity. Most of us live our life as blocked artists. You know, some of us are so like dedicated and doing what needs to be done rather than exploring your creativity, doing little things that like make you happy, like your hobbies, like spending time with yourself. Like, you know, you used to like painting, but you don't do it anymore because you don't have the time. You have to like always like at least give yourself like an hour for yourself to sprung more creativity into your life.
But is someone defining your creativity? Or
No,
is it
you define your own creativity in your own way. Like let's say I like making collages, but Jackie likes painting, so our creativity is very different.
Or painting a croissant?
It's just art.
It's just art.
Yeah.
But like creativity can be in all different aspects, like in like...
Yeah.
But I got a question because I got into an argument with somebody because that person was telling me they read a book that defines something. I don't know, whatever it is. Blue shirt.
I think it's the dictionary.
Well, no, it defines like medical research and blah 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 and blah 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 and all this garbage, right? it doesn't matter if you read it in a book. If I have a living person that goes
Contradicts it.
against the book,
Right.
and I'm living real life, I'm not living the book. I just have a problem reading books that tell you how to behave.
The books explain the basics behind it. Just with what you explained with how we go to school to learn the basics, you learn where it comes from. Or I'm learning where creativity stems from, the left side of the brain versus the right side of the brain, sleep, and how that affects your day. It doesn't necessarily mean that everybody uses their right side of the brain more than their left.
Okay.
It breaks it down. So now I'm reading it and I'm realizing, okay, I use my right side of the brain more. I'm more artistic. I'm more articulate. I don't know how to do math. I find schooling more difficult than other people, but I can talk and I can dance and I can sing and I can do this and that, whatever, on the right side. Doesn't necessarily mean that for you, but it's just breaking down what's in both of those sides, and then it's for you to figure out your own
I
self.
think a lot of that is just you're very like self-aware of yourself. Like you've like self-analyzed yourself a lot. Like you know, like you're this and that and that, and that's just something a lot of people struggle with. A lot of people aren't aware of themselves.
But I think that's the purpose of the book, so that you start
Exactly.
yourself
So
out.
you like open your mind to more
Right.
things. Like when you're reading, you're being more open to learning, to growing, to like acknowledging like more things outside of like what they're teaching you, what you're observing.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
This magazine's a manipulation. They want me to think I'm being more creative.
Yeah,
when
I know,
pick up,
like, that's what I'm saying.
$14 for all this insight I could have
And you
done.
just pay them to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first thing that came to me when you said it.
That's what
Wow.
I'm saying. Like,
books.
it's just like being open, but it doesn't state like, oh, I read this. This is how it's supposed to be. Like, no, like
You are smart.
like no, you're you just
I got
grab
long
you
hair.
grab a little of it, and then you can either like, you know, manipulate it into the real world, and you see that it doesn't work for you, but it could work for another person.
I have a letter I'm writing to Times Magazine.
Yes, I was watching CBS Sunday Morning
But you
yesterday.
have plenty of creativity. The difference is how creativity is used.
Yes.
If it's used correctly and effectively is one way. If it's used to teach a lesson, I met a doctor one time in a big meeting. There must have been 600 people, and he was selling this product, and he talked how bad this product was.
Yeah.
It's manipulative. It sucks. It's this and that. And at the end of it, after everybody was like, how can you do that? It's his product. He says, can you imagine the world without it?
Right.
And
But, like,
everybody
it's
saw that he flipped it.
Yeah. It's the same thing as if I'm going to read up on what a BMW is and how it works and how you can use it. I'm not going to be driving in sports mode on 95 going 100 miles an hour the way someone is on a racetrack. We're using it differently. We both understand how it works, but we're using it to our advantage in the moment.
That's why you
Exactly.
should always be your authentic self.
Exactly.
And be
Discover
who you
your
are,
why.
discover your creativity,
Wow,
discover
look
your
at
why.
Everybody has all
And
this. I
bring it
can
to
feel. I
fruition.
can feel the juices going on.
But you
in
got
this.
to, you know, the best ideas are the ones that come to fruition.
Yes.
So, like we talked about,
Yes.
we can have this conversation and you guys go home and do nothing about it, or you create some of the things.
So
that we
what
talked
happens
about.
if you go home and you do nothing about it?
Then you just remain complacent.
Yeah, you remain
don't
in the
grow.
same
But then
place. You
give
want to
me-
grow.
But then you give me the business because you know you should be
Absolutely,
doing more.
because it's so much easier to do that, and so many more people
Giving
are
me the
going
business.
to. So many more people are going to stay complacent because it is easy. If I'm going to grow, I'm not giving you my business,
You
and
have
I'm
to.
going to have to find another product, and I'm going to have to find this, and I'm going to have to justify not only to myself but to the people around me that have watched me evolve with this one thing.
More to come. Those are the words by Jackie
Get or
George.
be got.
Get or be
Or
God.
Get or be God. Stay tuned. 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. Welcome to the crew, everyone. You have now been indoctrinated into the Brooklyn Cafe. We've got
Good to be
Dylan on
here.
board, Nicole, Hector. More to come. The Fountain of Youth is coming up. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
How you doing? My name is Nick. I'm at Hey Mr. DJ Courtesy Limo. I service all of South Florida. We offer really great services. We offer DJ and limo service. When you book the DJ service through us, you get the Courtesy Limo for the entire day. My office number is 561-507-4376. Mention Yelp or Google, you get 15% additional savings. You can look me up on Yelp or Google under Hey Mr. DJ.
My name is Leslie Carmen, and I'm the founder from Carmen Care Laser here in Boca Raton. We've done so many treatments. We've treated people with severe back pain, knee pain. If your pain has been there for so many years, often we just have a tendency to just believe that we're not going to get better.
I had a bad injury with my knee, my left knee, and it is amazing after just 3 treatments. And even after the first treatment, I could tell a huge difference.
We'd love to invite you to come see us and be a part of that. Thank you.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Dr. Lee of Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic with the PhD in neuroscience. Her practice in acupuncture helps hormone balancing, total relaxation, diabetes, and inflammation. For additional questions or to schedule a free consultation, call Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic at 617-817-1910. Acupuncture and Chinese herbs are very effective in treating many ailments and diseases and have been used for thousands of years in China. Call today for your free consultation at 617-817-1910.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms.
Day. My office number is 561-507-4376. Mention Yelp or Google, you get 15% additional savings. You can look me up on Yelp or Google under Hey Mr. DJ.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Hour of the Brooklyn Cafe show. And now here's part 2 with Freddie and Dawn.
Sound, baby. And that's part 2. How you like that?
Part 2 of?
Part 2 minus 3 equals 4. And then you add 1 and that's part 2.
And this segment brought to you by Moby Pop. Welcome to our Mystery Monday, everybody, at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Our radio line is open, 888-565-1470.
Wait a minute. Retake. Brought to you by Moby Pop.
But we're going to get there in a second.
Get your Moby Pop on.
He's working on it.
I know,
So
but
while
you gotta-
he's working on it, we're going
You
to
got to give the
revisit that.
tagline. Welcome to Moby Pop. Get your Moby Pop on.
Does your business Moby Pop?
Something like that.
Your digital marketing Rolodex system. Does your business Moby Pop? We're going to put that up. You start a new text, 55312, and in the message you type in cafe, C-A-F-E, and you will get our Moby Pop. You can download your own Moby Pop app and get your own business card digitally, and everything will be right in the palm of your hand. So Dylan's going to put that graphic up. The animator and Ev put together for us. As soon as he downloads that, you'll see it. But in the meantime, our phone lines are open, 888-565-1470.
And Stephen is on one of
That our
them.
mystery guest never showed up.
Steven's on.
So we keep rolling and going.
I gotta, I was sent today to NN to do a Mike Bazzuli show.
Yes.
And Mike changed it on us.
Isn't his name Mick?
Yeah, Mick,
Okay.
Mike, it's the same difference.
Okay.
And I got to see Jody. So Joe, I know you're there, Joe. Are you on another board, Joe? Joe?
He's busy.
For him to get up off a chair is
Twice? He already got up once to say he's on the phone.
We'll leave it on the next segment because I do know what Jody's wearing today.
All right, we're going to leave that for the next segment. And there's our Moby Pop. There's our app. It tells you everyone how to do
there
it.
you go.
How do you like that?
And there you go. Get your Moby Pop on. Download 55312 right in the word cafe. And then click the button and then what? Populating this?
It populates. Hector and Ev, I love that. We're going to send that over to Jen G so she can spread that out on her Moby Pop texting as well. That looks really great. Thank you, guys.
And listen, you're pretty good on the radio there, Ev. Is that her name?
Ev, yes.
Ev? Is that your name?
Ev Bermudez, one of our new producers and graphic designers.
EB. Phone home. Nice job today.
Hector, that looks great. So yes, text 55312, type in cafe, and you will get our Moby Pop. A great weekend, and I know we have a caller on the phone, and we're going to get to that, but I just have to give a huge shout out. We'll talk about it more tomorrow. Miracle League of Palm Beach County. Opening day was Saturday at the Baseball League in Delray. It was off of Linton. It's an old Becky Dent field off of Linton and Dixie. 120 players. There were 4 cheerleaders, special needs, buddies. They must have had 300 plus with volunteers.
Yes.
All of that was free.
Wait, what?
We lost Steven?
We
Okay.
lost Steven, and we'll have him on the radio. All of that was, you can play, it's all free. It's all included, it's all covered by sponsors. If you have a special needs child that wants to get involved in baseball, every kid makes a home run. Whether they can hit the ball or not, a buddy helps them. And to see the smiles, did you see the one girl who was Speed Queen? She went around in her walker. Man, she would have taken you and me both out with
Forget
that
about
speed
it.
she had with her walker. The other little boy who took his walker up to home plate, hit the ball, and then ran without it. Was that amazing?
He got up from the wheelchair. From what was it?
Right, he
Walker.
had his walker
just
and he
started
ran
walking.
the bases
Now, what
without
I
his
found,
walker.
now that was all amazing stuff. But I found the kids that came over and says, "Who's the Brooklyn Cafe?" And then he went to the back and says, "I want to thank the Brooklyn Cafe for being here today. Now watch me hit the ball, man. That kid can hit."
That was August. He was the interview that we did when we were there. He said, I want to thank the Brooklyn Cafe for interviewing me, for being here, and everything he
That's
did.
one strong child, boy. He can hit a ball a mile.
And then you saw Ethan. He made the major league. He made the Little League All-Stars.
Yeah.
So he was there with his red hair.
Good stuff.
But you know what? It was hot.
Yes, it was. I was melting.
You were melting. Everything melted on me except my makeup, thanks to Crunchy, is all I can tell you.
I tell you, it was really, really hot. But that's there every Saturday, right?
Every Saturday this season for the next 6 weeks through November. And then Dinner on the Diamond is November 23rd. So the season runs up until the week before that.
Good stuff. And Dinner on the Diamond, we have to get that banner up so people can buy, right?
That's going to be
Tickets?
tomorrow. Do you remember who the speaker is?
Yes, the one and only. And I have a catcher's mitt from this guest speaker. His name happens to be MVP All-Star Johnny Bench.
He is going to be the guest keynote everything. Keynote speaker at Dinner on the Diamond, November 23rd. And it's outside on the Diamond on the Miracle Field. It truly was a miracle field because we got there and it was raining and there were black clouds Saturday at 11 a.m. And she says, don't worry about it. You don't understand where you are. And we all looked at each other. We put the equipment away. She said, I promise you, it does not rain here at the Miracle Field. She was right. That rain cleared. We set up. It went. It was a beautiful day.
When we left, it started raining.
And as soon as we packed up, had everything done, the
I
storms
have a
rolled
question
in.
for Johnny Bench
Yeah.
when I meet him. There was an All-Star game that the Reds played the A's. And they were intentionally walking Johnny Bench. It was 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the catcher went like this, and then he got in his stand. They threw a strike right down the middle of the plate and struck him out. And I will never forget that moment. I got to ask him about that. He probably hit me over the head with a bat, but
What was it like for you, being at this baseball game? Could I explain it? There was no way to explain it, right?
you got to be there. And you know something? What it did for me was it brought back over 20 years of experience on diamonds, because they're surrounded by diamonds. They're surrounded by kids running all over the place. They're surrounded by everything. And these children have special needs, and they have buddies, and they run here, run there. And their buddies are like a security blanket so they don't hurt themselves and everything else. When you sit down, you're so overtaken by everything going on in 100 different directions. But it's the parents, the look on the parents' faces, which is what I remember when I was coaching. Kid hits a home run, kid wins a game, and you look at the parents, man. I'll never forget my parents out there watching my sons play. It's just the look of how proud they are. It's unreal. You can't write this. You got to go out and see it.
It doesn't change. And the amazing thing is, one of the boys, his dad was there. When he first started with Miracle League 10 years ago, he was in a wheelchair. And the progression that at the end, he's one of the taller kids at the end, walking, he would hit the ball and he ran the bases on his own. So he progressed from the wheelchair to a walker to assistance to totally doing it on his own. Really amazing. I think he must be over 18 by now.
Well, they had an artist there as well, and they had all sorts of things going on. There's just so much. You know, it was 4 hours, but there was just so many things. And then there's one game after another, after another, after another. And every story, every team. And I think we pledged we're going to put the Mets in there.
Yes, you did.
I did. And I'm willing to do that. I'm going to have all my producers help coach.
Hector, you missed it. So when Freddie gets his team, you're going to help him
You
out
got
on
to
that one.
pitch. I don't pitch.
Do you know how to pitch?
That would be yes in Hector.
Well was not the question.
We'll
Do you know
learn.
how to pitch? There you go. We'll learn.
I have never pitched. It's my son. If he was here, he'll tell you. He says, "Don't let him pitch." He hit a kid in the head. That's it. It was no. For 20 years, I didn't pitch anymore.
But Coach Goodell,
he's back.
Coach Goodell's going to be joining us tomorrow. Some more about Miracle League. And going into this hour, we've got MJ Procopio with us. We're going to talk a few things because MJ is so great on social media that I was looking at it last night and I texted her. It must have been 9 o'clock last night, and I said, "What are you doing tomorrow? Can you come?" And she says, "Only between 1 and 2. I said, "Perfect. I'll see you between 1 and 2. And what is this suitcase thing we got going on?
I know. So Dawn says, "What is a suitcase coach?" And so a suitcase coach is my friend Stephen Munson, who has a company called Heal. And I've known him for, I think, 3 or 4 years now from other people connected through another company. And it's really an incredible story. So really, to get the full story, it would be hours. So what he does now, and you can go to my link on my website and I have a button that says Heal on it and then learn more about it. And he is taking people, and literally he's like the suitcase coach. So he spent thousands of dollars all of his life to learn, and he went from homeless to now he's this suitcase coach with this company called Heal. And
Can I tell you what I thought? So
Yeah.
I'm watching your video, and she's on this balcony of a magnificent hotel, and everyone below is with suitcases. So I'm watching it, and then she does another scene about living your best life, and she's at a party looking really hot and sexy. And then there's another clip of suitcases, so I'm thinking, is it about suitcases? Does it teach you how to pack effectively? I don't know what it is, but she's
What's in the
traveling a lot.
suitcase?
What's a suitcase coach?
because he's a world traveler basically, so he's saying, you know, there's certain things to do obviously once you're in the group, that he actually takes people with him even around the world. You can come around the world with him. So pack your suitcase and travel the world, work remotely. So he teaches you how to build a company to work remotely and literally travel the world
And
with
he
him.
was in Bali or something, I think,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Is he on the line, Dylan?
Yes, yes.
And Joe, do we have Stephen on the phone?
We do.
All right.
All right, let's put that together.
Let's put it together and hear
So,
firsthand
yes,
what
he
the
can tell
suitcase
you much
coach
better in
is.
Cliff Notes.
Hey, Stephen, how are you doing?
Hey, Stephen. Can we hear him? Hold on.
We just got to get the audio from Joe.
He should be there.
We don't hear him.
That's because he's not talking.
Yeah, no, he is talking.
He's talking.
Make sure that your phone, tell him, make sure that his phone is not muted to the radio station, just on the computer. Steven, can you hear us? Give us
Okay, how about now?
There you
How
go.
about now?
Perfect, you got it, buddy.
We got you.
Okay, there you go.
Wow.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Where are you located today? Where are you at?
I'm in South Beach right now at the National Hotel. We've been here for about 5 days, and it was awesome to see MJ yesterday and the day before, and I saw her last month when I flew into Orlando to meet up with some friends.
Talk about last minute. So thank you for joining us. This was literally about 12 hours ago when I found out that he was here and been able to join us. Tell us what Suitcase Coach is.
Well, I created a company, Heal, 5 years ago, and it's because of a dream I had about 10 years ago. Like most people, I had a suitcase, or the suitcase word, I had a track society. You know, my parents, my grandparents, everyone, all my friends said, go to school, get an education, graduate, become a manager, earn $50,000 a year, you know, then you'll be the first level of success, then get married, you know, fall in love, get married, have a white picket fence, you'll one day be sitting on a rocking chair, and that'll be your great life. Well, I did all of that, and none of it worked out the way it was framed for me. And in 2009, I'm like, I've got to be able to travel around the world and live remotely. And I was fortunate enough to start, you know, in 2009, just doing I was introducing somebody who did a webinar, and I would spend 30 seconds introducing the presenter, and I was horrible at it, but he would pay me each time I did it, and he kept building confidence into me. And then the company sold, and when that company sold, I was devastated because I had to, like, go back and start life over and, you know, get another job and, you know, kind of recreate everything. But I had this determination inside of me that no matter what, I would figure this out. And it took a long time. In 2014, I decided to start my own company, Heal. And in 2015, I was homeless. I was sleeping in a tent. I had, you know, negative bank accounts. I didn't have a driver's license. I was riding the bus. It was a very humbling moment for me in life. But my life was shaped by tragedy. You know, from when I was 16, my grandfather died in a plane crash. When I was 20, my brother died from a drug overdose. In my 20s, when I was an entrepreneur, I owned a bar in Cocoa Beach, Florida, but that brought me to a life of partying, and I was exposed to everything you can imagine to owning a bar and a nightclub when you're 20 years old. And, you know, I had a long, hard life, 16 years of drug and alcohol addiction, a decade of being broke, hopeless, struggling with every emotion that you can imagine, and also having tragedies, over 25 friends in my 20s who died from drug overdoses, suicide, car accidents, murder, everything, you know, that you shouldn't experience. And when I was 32 years old, I remember being in Hawaii, and I was, like, sweeping floors for $12 an hour, and I was, like, filled with bitterness and resentment. And it's like everyone else had did me wrong, and I was broke in every sense of the word. But I realized that I could change, and things could change in my life. And I did 3 simple things. I put God first. I said, okay, I'm going to put God first. I'm going to focus on that relationship. and then I'm going to work hard on myself, not on my job, and I'm going to find a project that's bigger than all of my problems. And that's what I did. I started to focus on this idea of being able to help people, help others heal. And I had my own life transformation. I'm now, 6+ years of being completely sober. I'm actually over 5 years of being celibate, where I'm like, I go from, and I don't know what kind of radio station this is, but I'm a super transparent guy, but I go from TV show, I go from being, sex and drugs and alcohol, big priority, to like, all right, I'm going to be celibate, and I'm going to wait for the right person that I commit to fully. And the same with business, and I went all in with my business to where I went homeless. But over time, I was very fortunate to never give up, and one day I made a decision. I'm going to take a flight to Portugal, and I spent every dollar I had to get there, and I was there in Portugal, and this was in 2017. I left Miami Airport, and I get there, and for about 3 weeks, I'm kind of getting by, and the people that I'm staying with, I'm working with them a little bit on a marketing system. And they wanted me to stay, and they were going to give me an opportunity, but I felt like I needed to keep going. So then I went to Holland, and then I went to Greece, and then I went to Jerusalem and into Israel, and I went to Budapest. And when I was in Budapest, the first time I've ever been there, my phone gets shut off. I'm living day to day. And in my mind, my whole goal was earn $100 a day. $100 a day. If I could earn $100 a day, I can get an Airbnb, I can keep working and keep building my business. And I set a very strong, clear goal. In 2018, I landed in Bangkok, Thailand with $1.71 in my bank account. And I had no idea what I was going to do there. But I discovered an incredible health product that really connected with my vision of helping others heal. And I was very fortunate, through a powerful community, the people I have in the room here with me who helped me, we were fortunate enough to be able to distribute over $700,000 of that one product in a lot of big doors. Yeah.
Hold that thought. We're going to do a commercial break. When we come back, let's talk about this amazing health product.
Sounds good.
All right, stay tuned. 888-565-1470. Totally teased us all. So stay tuned. We're going to find out what this product is. We'll be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today. 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carbon Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
Farrow Law Firm, standing up to corporate bullies, using innovative, aggressive, and effective strategies to resolve disputes effectively and timely. Contact us at 954-252-9818, online at farrowlawfirm.com, and on Facebook at Farrow Law Firm. We look forward to being of service to you.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we are back. We are back. Hector, we back? We're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We got a call. We've got Stephen Munson on the phone, and we were at commercial break, and MJ's like, oh my gosh, I remember. You've known him for a long time?
Well, I met him from a mutual friend and then connected me through Keith, who's in the room with him, and Lane, and connected me with Stephen with some other products before all of this happened way back then. And so, yeah, so when he announced that he was going to start this and he was coming back and I knew that he had started Heal, I just said, I'm all in whatever you're doing. And then that went into this whole coaching thing as well with product. I didn't really even know everything that it was. I just knew that I believed in him, and I watched him evolve to where he's at. So when they said they were going to be in Orlando a month ago, I said, I'm driving up. I'll come and see you. And then he was flying people into South Beach. I'm like, again, you're in my state, because he's originally from Cocoa Beach. And I said, well, I'll take the train down, and I'll come and hang out for a few days there. And so that's kind of why I was like, I'm in. I'm just all in, and I'll figure out what you're doing later. And last night, I finally went through the whole platform.
Did you figure out what he's doing?
Well, yes, I knew what he was doing after, but...
Now, is he in Stephen, are you in South Beach doing a seminar? Is that what's going on here?
I just wanted to meet up with... Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, I just wanted to meet with the core group of people that I kind of started Heal with, because we had such a big breakthrough, and I figured it was a great place to meet everybody. I've been, in the past 2 years, I've traveled around to 25 countries now, and really what a suitcase coach is, it's somebody, I'm helping people work, live, and travel the world, to have a real business that's remote, that's reliable, that helps you earn residual income from anywhere in the world at any time, because that's what my dream was. And when it began with just $100 a day, that's because for me, as one person, I was able to live off of that. You know, and obviously when you get to that point, for some people that's life-changing money, but when you get to that point and your belief level rises, it's like, well, how can I grow from here? How can I help more people, serve more people, and make a bigger impact? So we're down here in Miami because it's a great place for lifestyle and connecting right here on the beach.
What is the health product?
It's a plant-based immune system product that helps increase your white blood cells. So me personally, I had a lot of different shifts with my body. I was highly allergic to a lot of foods back in 2015, and I didn't know why. It just kind of came out of nowhere. I never thought it had anything to do with my immune system, because when I always thought about the immune system, I thought about orange juice or vitamin C. I didn't think about your T cell and your B cell. But when I was in Thailand, when I landed there with $1.71, 5 days later I met a doctor. His name is Dr. Pachet. With APCO, Asian Phytoceutical Publicly Traded Company. It's a 40-year-old company in Thailand that have helped hundreds of thousands of people with immune-related issues, with their body. And there's this company that's massive in Thailand that wasn't known anywhere else in the world. And I just asked if I can interview him, and he said, for what? And I said, well, everyone loves plant-based health products. Yeah. And that interview turned into me becoming the exclusive distributor for that company around the world. And that's where my business really started to take off, because I didn't have any money to do it, but I got Keith, who's in the room, said, hey, send me a box of that product. So I sent him a box. This is one of our products, yes.
So it's plant-based. It helps with autoimmune disease. It helps with inflammation.
Anything with your immune system related. So immune system is connected to everything, anything that's with your immune system. I don't like to give all the conditions of it because, I don't want to make a medical claim about it, but anything immune system connected. It helps either increase your white blood cells, your T helper cell, which will actually protect you from any sort of infections or viruses, or if you have a reactive immune system, which people would say is autoimmune, it helps regulate that so it stabilizes your immune system. If your immune system is balanced, then your immune system functions properly the way it's supposed to. The reason so many people get sick, whether it's something very common, a common cold or flu, is their immune system's not balanced. And the same with other severe things. So for me, it was very personal. My best friend died from cancer in 2014. He was my age, 34 years old at the time, very athletic, extremely strong, the kind of guy you would never think that could die from cancer. He died like that. I watched him. It was like horrifying. So it was very close to me, but I know that he had some issues immune system related that just radically took place. And so for me, it was like, wow, this is cool. I could help people with their health.
And it's true, a lot of times when the patients with cancer start on chemotherapy or radiation, their white blood cells tank and their immune system goes. So they may be, the cancer may be reducing, but their immune system is so bad they can't handle the lack of white blood cells, and that's what happens.
And you also have diet. Your diet has a lot to do with also what you're putting. There's a lot of factors that contribute to what you're working with. How long have you been doing this, Steve?
Well, 2 years I've been distributing the product. The company's been in business for 40 years. So Dr. Pachette, he's a doctor. He's got a whole board of doctors who work with him. In Thailand, they're incredibly huge, but no one knew him outside of Thailand. And their entire staff, like, he's had that same business for 40 years. It's a plant-based product, only 5 ingredients in it, no chemicals whatsoever. The amount of people, the first time I went into the room to meet them, there was 300 people in there watching and 12 people in the front of the room, and it was National Cancer Day, and it was on Facebook Live in Thailand, and there's like 100,000 people watching it. Now, his wife was translating it all for me, and I'm like, wow, is this really happening? So it's been incredible for me to watch and witness, because I ended up going from a 3-day trip to staying there for a year and a half to figure out a way to get these products distributed to people across the world.
And is it oral? Something you
It's
take,
capsule.
you drink, it's a capsule. Okay.
Yeah.
It's amazing because we have a segment on here called Just a Little Vegan, because we would like people to turn vegan for 1 day a week to see what would happen. We've had some miracle people who have on the brink of death because of cancer, ovarian and what have you, and some are living 8 years, some are living 6 years. When they told them, you know, you got 3 weeks to live, we can't do anything for you, and they changed completely their diet, completely their immune system. It's kind of ironic how this continues to follow us.
And it is that. So a really good friend of mine, Leanne, I don't know if you know her. Leanne was diagnosed with brain cancer 3 years ago. It will be in January, 3 years. And something had happened, and at the time she called her ex-husband to say, I don't know what's happening to me. He's like, go to the hospital right now. Went to the hospital, and she didn't have one tumor, but she had like 32 or something.
We had her on WNN.
Yes.
Yes, you know, right.
Yes.
And so she immediately went plant-based vegan, and here we are 3 years.
And it goes to show you, and again, we're not saying no take your medicine, we're not making any medical claim.
Right.
But when you start hearing these stories over and over, and people start coming forward, and they sit right in the chairs that you're sitting, and they start telling us their story, you know, you got to make 1 and 1 equals 2. There's something going on here that should be further investigated. So I think, Stephen, I applaud what you're doing. I think keep doing it, whether it's out of a suitcase, in a suitcase,
And
in a
this
bag.
is the heel, and is that part of the suitcase coaching?
So what I did is, you know, my idea is that everyone's buying products, whether they're digital or tangible. So what we've done is we've created a platform for anybody to be able to have an e-commerce business anywhere in the world without having to do tech stuff or start up their website or anything to that nature, and teaching people how to leverage social media, content, community, and commerce to be able to build a real business that they can bring with them anywhere in the world. So we do that with plant-based health and beauty products. We do that with transformational coaching, you know, anywhere from emotional mastery to helping people go from scarcity to abundance, and all the way into getting rid of all those emotions that I was dealing with and to believing in themselves, and live events. So everything within Heal, anything from a T-shirt to the plant-based immune system products, we pay the affiliates a commission so they can be able to have here's your business, we just hand it to you, here's your business, it's ready to go, you can do it anywhere in the world. And we've just had a phenomenal week, and I don't like to make financial claims like I don't like to have medical claims, but as we just launched our business, today I'm paying over $30,000 out to affiliates that are all over the world. Some are making $100, some are making $2,500, and we take care of all the heavy lifting. So from shipping and delivering the products to creating the coaching to setting up the events. And then we like to invite people here to Miami and hang out, have fun with us, and be able to experience the community. So that's what Heal is all about.
But the whole concept of it, besides the money part, because there are those people that want to be affiliates and get into a business side of it, but for others, just to feel better, because there are so many people.
Yeah.
And I was at the doctor this morning, and how things just coincide. I spoke to you about something else. The immune system is so critical. It's what navigates everything. And as we get older and we start taking these aches and pains on that everyone says are normal, and they're not normal when they're yours. And if you can feel better, making money aside, but if you can feel better, it's remarkable.
Yeah, I'm so fortunate. Tens of thousands of people have, like, when it was hard because I couldn't distribute the products easily without much money. And when I ran out of the products, people were waiting 30 to 60 days to get their products from Thailand. They were like, hey, you cannot stop delivering these products. This is the first thing that ever helped me. So I was determined to figure it out and make it happen because I knew what was happening in their bodies and the experiences from my mom to my brother to myself to everyone in this room and different people with immune system. You know, our immune system has to function properly. And all it is a T cell and a B cell. Your T cell is kind of like the alert system, and something comes into your body, it's not supposed to be there, it alerts the B cell, and the B cell protects your body. And that's really all it is on a cellular level. To have a strong functioning immune system is how people stay healthy.
And MJ, you have a link for people to get more information?
I do, and I have a Heal link on my site as well. And anyone that wants to get in touch with Stephen personally, I can actually connect them as well to follow him, and he's easily on Facebook. But I have, through my website, then there's actually a button there in my marketplace of products. It says Heal. And right in Heal, you can click that and see a little video, and then I'll get in touch with people as well from there.
I see. And Stephen, where are you going to be going next after Miami? Where are you going?
That is a great question. I was saying it today, like, hey, I'm kind of homeless today. I don't know where to go. And all these people were offering different places to go. As I said, I went to...
Wait, Stephen, tell them about next month.
Next month, where are you going?
Well, next month we'll be in California, and we're flying 100 people in there who want to be part of our company and who come in and buy a small kit of the products. We're going to fly in 100 people there to have a weekend together in California. Then we're going to do the same thing in Orlando. I'm considering going this weekend back to Thailand or to Slovakia because we had a lot of people from our business there get started in the business and might go there to meet them. But I don't know. I'm going to spend today with my friends and family, and I'm literally going to figure it out tonight and make a decision tomorrow morning.
Have you ever been to Serbia?
No.
We got connections to Serbia.
We're going to say maybe go check it out for us.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm looking. I'm looking for that. So if any of your guests watching this or anyone knows, like, hey, go to this place, I want to do that. 2 years ago, I said, you know what? You can be anyone you want to be. I'm going to be a world traveler. And I just made a declaration, and then I started to travel the world. And I didn't have enough money at that time to make that decision, but it worked out.
That's fantastic. It just shows
What a
you,
job
right?
he has.
Yeah, but yeah,
Like to travel the world.
But you know what's amazing is that his story is has seen both sides of it. It's
Yes.
not as if it's
not all glamour.
Right.
Wasn't that overnight
It's not
success?
It's not overnight. It's not the silver spoon. It's not. You had this huge trust fund that enabled you to do this. You worked for all of it, and you've seen both sides.
It was hard.
Unfortunately, you've seen some tragedy in your life, and
pay it forward.
And you paid it forward, and you've moved on. Thank you so much for joining us, MJ. You're going to fill us in on how people can get more information, right?
I will.
Stephen, if you're ever up in the Delray Boca area, come on up. We'd love to have you join us on set.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. MJ, good to see you. And I love that horse behind you. So that's a really cool studio. And I like to come in and thank you both.
Thank you, Stephen.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
It's funny because it's, it sort of expands. There's something called OTT. Me and Jill were talking about this.
OTT?
The OTT. There's all sorts of people that are bragging about, they're doing this and they're doing that. And it's just content. It's like the mustard on a hot dog. But the real deal is the hot dog. It's what Steve is doing is the real deal. Saving lives, going through different phases of his life, and now.
And really, he connects with people because it really comes from within, and it's so authentic and genuine that when I first met him online from another friend, and the whole group of his really close knit family and friends, you just really automatically are drawn to them. And you trust them right away, and you just do, and that just overflows continuously month after month. So as I've gotten to know them, and I've gotten to know a few other people from there, you do see that he really could just keep this empire to himself, right? But he really wants to help you to help other people, and keep paying it forward consistently.
And
So that's
people
why
want to feel better.
They do want to feel better, and so that's why he set up this platform. And I've been involved with a lot of direct sales companies and things like that, and it's the most sophisticated platform I've seen. And the payouts that he said that he's had, I've watched some people in the group say, oh my gosh, in 3 days I really made $2,500, I made $1,300 by doing nothing but telling other people just about the company.
But if people feel
and
better,
feeling amazing from the product.
That's the difference.
And on our last hour, we talked about how other countries, you're not allowed to advertise medications on TV.
Except this country.
Except the United States. So on our last hour, we talked about that as to why, right? And then you've got 30 seconds of a disclaimer. Don't take if you're ABCD. And then, and if you have a reaction to the medication, which you don't know unless you take the medication, right? Why don't we talk about these alternative health products on TV? Why don't we talk about there's other options? I was at the doctor today. He says, what do you take for all your joint pain? I said, turmeric. And he said, all right, so stick with it. He said, because no matter what I give you, I said, I'm not going to take it.
That's how I am.
That's pretty much it, because there's so many side effects. I would much prefer to try plant-based, natural supplement than the medications that lead to something else, If you can, that's just for me. Other people have their choices.
It's a big difference between masking pain and curing it.
But the immune system, Stephen's right, that is where it starts and lives with everything. If your immune system is great, it gets stronger. If it's not good, let's get it stronger.
Or if you're doing something to make your immune system worse, instead of doing the right thing to make it better, the pain is never going to go away. You know, my father, I remember when he was alive, I used to say, Dad, I got a bad shoulder today when I woke up. He says, son, when you get older, things begin to hurt. It's what you do to lubricate, make it feel better the day before.
I think I'm just not giving into getting older thing. I think that's the issue I'm
Well, then
having.
don't get
'Cause I
older.
don't think like
I know, because you
my
don't
body
feel it,
acts
right?
like my age. I just don't feel like my age.
You remember when you used to lift weights and run around? And
Yeah, my shoulder's been hurting for a few months because I guess I'm getting older.
My elbow hurts
You fell off a
because I
bicycle.
cracked it, and it hurts me now. It's been 8 months, a year, and now it hurts.
But I'm looking forward to getting more information. Let's go to commercial break. Maybe you'll fill us in a little bit more, MJ.
Give the website again.
Give the website again.
What is the website, MJ?
LegacyLifeLLC.com.
Say that slowly, please.
LegacyLifeLLC.com.
Excellent.
LegacyLifeLLC.com. It's up on our screen. The number is 561-571-0878. But give us a call at the radio station and we will answer any questions. 888-565-1478. We'll be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
What's with all the excitement? Join us at Game of Axes, Boynton Beach. The game is simple and learning to throw is fun and easy. For more information, search our website, gameofaxes.com, or call us at 561-617-0120. With the help of our talented axe masters, you will be hitting bullseyes in no time. Game of Axes is located at 12550 South Military Trail. Let's get throwing!
Dr. Lee of Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic with a PhD in neuroscience. Her practice in acupuncture helps hormone balancing, total relaxation, diabetes, and inflammation. For additional questions or to schedule a free consultation, call Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic at 617-817-1910. Acupuncture and Chinese herbs are very effective in treating many ailments and diseases and have been used for thousands of years in China. Call today for your free consultation at 617-817-1910.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe on our Mystery Monday. And any picture that you see behind us, I'm glad Stephen brought it up, because this wall behind us this month is for Jay Harmon, one of the artists here at the Heart of Delray Gallery. There was a big event here on Friday, so Jay moved some pieces around, but this horse behind me is done with pencil, which is spectacular.
All of it, both of them are done.
And anything you ever see that hangs in the gallery with us, whether behind us or in the gallery, it's all for sale. So
except one thing.
My piece in there?
No,
that's
this
mine?
one.
Oh, I don't think anyone would buy the picture of us.
Well, no, but that one is.
I don't think anyone's going to buy that of us.
You never know.
You never know.
People
If they
will
do, we'll
ask.
sign it. We can give it to charity or something.
And the funny thing is that one is actually a face of Dawn with the hat. That lady back there.
You make this stuff
I don't
up.
make
You're
it up.
good
I
at
spoke
that.
to Jay, and that happens
It
to be
is?
her. It is. Yes, it is.
If it is, it's again a mystery to me. Maybe they did it and they didn't tell me.
Me and Jay talked, and he took a picture of her. And he put the hat on there. So I says, if you put the hat on her, she doesn't. You don't need to get permission.
And there you go. I didn't even know. But anything.
That's your neck. Look, turn to the side. There it is.
And I listen to you. But yes, everything is always for sale here, and we can get you more information at the gallery. So you can just leave a message or text us anything you need to do.
Did you did you bring up what happened Friday night here with the singer?
Not on this hour, no.
Have you? Friday night we interviewed a blind singer. You remember her name?
Her name is Jasmine Alvarez.
Jasmine Alvarez, and she has been gifted by God's finger.
True that.
And this girl is teaching her mother how to read Braille. And is teaching her mother, she's teaching her mother how to do things to help her get through life. And she's completely blind, and she has the voice of an angel.
What a sweet young girl.
And part of the deal for her to be here was to come in here and get interviewed with us, which she had a ball. And it's really funny because she's sitting there and we were talking to her. And, you know, she can't see, so obviously, you know, where's the mic? She tells me, Freddie, where'd you put the mic? I said, that's not funny. It's right here. So she has a great sense of humor, and she touches the paintings with her hands.
Well, what was remarkable is how she found the gallery. As a friend of hers called and said, a friend of mine is blind. Can we come through? Are there things that we can touch? And, you know, normally at a gallery or museum, they say you can't touch anything. But Michelle Cancro, the director of sales, set up a special tour and walked her through. They have a whole tactile series Michelle has done in the sculptures and walked her through. And then she came and sang a Friday night at the first event here for the season. But part of the deal was we got to interview her for 30 minutes. So I'm hoping she comes with us Friday when we're at Don
Did you invite her?
I did. I haven't heard back.
Where's the location Friday?
Friday, we're in North Miami at Don Pablo Studios, which is really tremendous to really open up to our Miami market.
North Miami, yes.
They create our coffee brand, but they also have a spectacular studio. Green room, everything is right there, which will be amazing. So hopefully she joins us on Friday.
They got a kitchen that will forget about it for any show that needs to film down there. It is fantastic.
She sings in 5 languages. She
Yes, she
speaks
does.
5 languages plus Braille, was her alphabet, and her mother. I mean,
She's
just
really
truly
super strong too then,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Soulful and everything, because when I've met a few people like that in my life, from people that know people either like were deaf or blind, and they're so gifted
It's truly amazing, isn't it?
and so strong, really.
And you know, I love it because she can actually sense your energy. So she did this thing to me with her hands around my, she didn't touch me, she went around my face, and some of the things that she does, it just blows you out of the water. It's like she knows you. She knows of you because of her hands. Her hands are very, I mean, the Bible says it, you know, the gift of life is in your hands.
Yeah.
And she was touching the paintings and the artwork and everything else, and they were walking her around, and she was having the ball of the time of her life.
She said she never played a Steinway, and when there's a Steinway here at the gallery, so she sat down, and it was all roped off in the red felt for her, and she played for hours. I don't even think she took a break.
She played a Greek song for me, and she played
Spanish,
and she played
Barbara Streisand. She did a lot of Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, she had a few favorites that she played as well.
Really amazing. So, well, more to come with that. Hopefully, we'll get her up on the show. She's got some originals. We haven't quite heard them yet, but we're going to get those as well.
That's right. We had also a singer before her, and they came in on Friday looking for that singer who happens to be in California now. Kyla. She's in California now, and there was an artist in here who was doing a gig. And I said to him, well, listen to the one tonight, because she's in California. She flew out.
Well, when I was on before, you had the gal here.
Yes.
You're on a lot. You're so busy, MJ. You have so many products and things that you've got going on. When I saw yesterday, I thought, I'm going to reach out to MJ because I finally got the okay to try this other product. And now you bring another one forward. So now I'm just even more confused. But what I love so much, you know, it's a twofold thing. One is I wish we could get some of these alternative products into the bigger scope, into the bigger market, like so many of these medications are advertised on TV, to show people that there's an alternative. Because when you actually say to the doctor, this is what I want to do, and they listen, they go, okay, if that's working for you, then that's great. To know that this is out there for people, and you don't have to do the business side. It's an option, but the products are available, and they can help you. We don't claim cure anything, but if they can help you and you can stay off some of these other things, because I'm telling you, I look at my parents, the amount of medications. My mom says, oh, I hurt my shoulder. They have me on prednisone. I said, Mom, would you ever try something a little more benign than prednisone?
Isn't that what they gave me?
No, they gave you a pain. I don't know, maybe they did.
It was, and I never took it.
Well, and they do that, right? They'll just, a lot of times, you know, you really have to be an advocate for yourself. You really do. And I do that often for my mother. She doesn't live here, but when I go back home, and I have my sister-in-law. She's like my sister. She's the best sister-in-law I was blessed with. Like I thank God for her every day. She's like my sister, and she's amazing. We love her, but she'll go with her to, you know, the doctors even now. Say, Anna, please. She's like, I already did. I always said, Mom, we're not taking that. We're going to do this instead. So.
But the whole thing is the education. What Stephen and you bring forward is education, that there's maybe some other products out there that can help you if you just look into it. So let's give out your website again.
LegacyLifeLLC.com, and there's a marketplace of different items. There's one button called Heal. You just click on that.
And these are capsules. You say you take about
Capsules.
one a
Yeah.
day, and you feel great on it. Plus the other products that you're using.
Yes.
Which someone told me it's a HGH gel.
HGH gel, yes, that I use as well. I've been using that since last July. And mainly I started using that because other friends were using it that had had similar problems. I'd had like 6 surgeries, all female surgeries. And I just was like, well, what can it hurt, right? Let me just try it. And they did say it's a lifestyle. It's not like a quick, you know, fix or whatever. 30 days or something like that. You have to try it for 6 months, really.
You got to hang in there with it.
You have to hang in and see that it can take your hormones. So it's a HGH gel that's microdosed into your skin. over the counter, no injectables or anything like that. And so many people were taking it that I literally watched for about a year. Finally said, okay, let me try this. And I started last July. I've never went off of it. And last November, so I was only on it, 5 months, I had my checkup, and I had to always go every 4 months because I had all these problems. And my doctor said, I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it because you're cleared now.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And the doctor today said if it's transdermal, he said there's no reason why you can't do it. He
Yes.
said don't inject it.
Yes.
He said, but if it works, try it. And you know what? And that's a great doctor who's willing to listen and let me try my alternative things before I try medication.
And that's what my girlfriend said happened to her as well. So when I went to my doctor, and she's amazing, and she asked me what it was as well, and now she tells other patients about it. Just give it a try. You do have to wait 6 months, and see. And it has 40 other benefits.
But it's
to
a lifestyle, like you talked about being vegan. Like whatever it is, it didn't take you overnight to feel this way. If you feel yucky, it's not going to be overnight for you to feel great. So it's going to mask. If you take a painkiller, it will mask some things.
It's going to mask.
But it's not going to get to the root cause.
It's not going to fix it. My father, when he was hospitalized, they found blood clots, and they were taking an x-ray of his intestines because he had a pain, the pull muscle as it ends up being. And they found these blood clots, and then they kept him overnight for 4 days, and they took all these scans, and he had a saddle
of embolisms,
embolisms.
right?
And they were saying, don't you, and they listened, and it was clear, and they were saying, how is this man breathing? And finally, a doctor, after 25 came in, they came and said, you know what, Mr. Santori, leave your father alone. He's 88 or 86 at the time. He says, just leave him alone. Whatever he's done, he's done. He's all
LegacyLifeLLC.com.
This Thursday, we're at Barrel Monks in Boca on
Barrel
Rogers Circle. So come on out. We're going to do Travel Thursdays for the beer flight. We're going to tell Paul about it.
That's right.
The beer flight. Friday, we're in Miami. Tomorrow, we're in Studio A. Before that, we're hitting the road with Miami. So stay tuned.
Ruby, baby.
Have a great day, everyone. Be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Yes, in Studio A at the Heart of Delray Gallery.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Are you ready for the challenge? Do you know what's coming? Are you ready to become a healthier you in 12 weeks? Welcome to Shred Zone. Shred Zone Fitness offers a personalized training program that you can do. With 30 minutes of time and online daily support, motivation, and a customized, easy, and flexible program designed with you in mind. Contact us at ShredZoneOnline.com and Shred Zone Fitness Studio, 561-331-2059. Shred Zone Online gives you 24/7 access to your personal trainer, personalized nutrition suggestions, strength training, and weekly accountability. Contact Shred Zone today at 561-331-2059. Let Shred Zone shred you to a better health. ShredZoneOnline.com or 561-331-2059.
The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000 square foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more goodwill next time. You can follow the cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.